What is the deal, YouTube? What's the deal, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So, Dwyane Wade is going to sign with the Chicago Bulls. This is breaking news according to a couple different sources. According to Adrian Wojnarowski, ESPN, and a couple different sources. At this point, Dwyane Wade will be signing to the Chicago Bulls. And it looks like the Bulls are just looking to try to clear Jose Calderon and Mike Dunleavy. Those are the pieces that they're looking to get rid of in order to have enough cap room to sign one Dwyane Wade. So Dwyane Wade is going to leave the Miami Heat and sign to the Chicago Bulls. So the Bulls will have Rajon Rondo. They'll have Rajon Rondo. They'll have Dwyane Wade, and of course they'll have Jimmy Butler in their backcourt. So for a minute there, Noah is now with the Knicks. For a minute there, we were all shaking our head trying to figure out what the hell was gonna be for the Chicago Bulls as far as their team. Like, what the fuck were they doing? Like, the team looked a hot mess. And all of a sudden, there looks like now all of a sudden they look like a 7-8 seed as far as a playoff team. So just now what this does is this leaves a lot of questions for the Miami Heat. Now I thought, and this is just my thinking, because I actually made a video about it. I thought if Dwyane Wade was going to leave, it would have been to the Cleveland Cavaliers. There's a lot of signs pointing that way. And instead, he ends up going to the Chicago Bulls, his hometown. And that might have been what influenced it, is the fact that Dwyane Wade is from Chicago. He's got family in Chicago. I think his if I'm not mistaken, his ex-wife is probably still in Chicago. So, and his mom is in Chicago. So I haven't heard any news as far as the numbers. I know he was looking for a 3-year. He only got 40 mil?
I think he got 40 or 50.
Wow.
If he was gonna take 40, he could have stayed with the Heat.
That don't make no sense. Chicago's finalizing the deal to send Mike Dunleavy to the Cavs. So Mike Dunleavy is going to go play for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Jose Calderon, who is fucking awful. That motherfucker suck. Haven't heard any news about him, but I know they're trying to move him and get him onto another team. Now, what does this mean for the Miami Heat? Well, what this means is that the Miami Heat no longer have a superstar on the roster. Unless Chris Bosh is healthy. If Chris Bosh is healthy, then we still have, at least one superstar, and we'll have to build around that one superstar. You'll take Whiteside, you'll take Bosh, you'll take Winslow, you'll take Dragic, and then you'll try to fill in someone to go in that shooting guard position. Which, if you think about it, though, the shooting guard position is one of the more harder positions to draft for, or to even go out and find a free agent to fill that void. Just think about how difficult it is to fill that shooting guard position. Think about that shit. How many good shooting guards are in the NBA right now? You've got Dwyane Wade, Jimmy Butler, James Harden, Klay Thompson. Anybody else that I'm missing? That's pretty much it that I can think of. And let me see if anybody else is thinking of anybody else, because those are the only four guys that I know as far as shooting guards. Now, over the past, I would say over the past 5-6 years, there's been a lot of great point guards coming in the league. There's some decent big men that come in the league. Here we go. Dwyane Wade reportedly agrees to a 2-year, $47 million deal. So he only got $47 million and 2 years from the Chicago Bulls. He didn't get the third year from the Chicago Bulls either. So he left us. He leaves the Heat, and he still does not get the deal that he was looking for. He doesn't get the 3-year deal. This means that he was just completely fed up with being a Miami Heat. To me, that's what that says, because you take a deal that doesn't include. You take a deal that does not include the 3 years that you're looking for. So you don't get you don't get the money. Don't get the money that you were looking for. You end up going to Chicago for, a little bit more than what that the Heat were going to give you. So what this means is that Dwyane Wade really was just, ready to get the hell out of Miami. So, as a Heat fan, it's been a long time since we've been in this position. I mean, we've been bad before.
But the one thing about us, we ain't gonna be burning no dirt.
We've been a bad team before, but we've always had. I always felt like we had at least one superstar on the roster. Whether it was Alonzo Mourning, Glenn Rice, Dwyane Wade, and several other players. I always felt like we had a superstar on this roster, but this roster that we have as of right now has no superstar unless Chris Bosh is healthy. If Chris Bosh isn't healthy, we don't have a superstar on this roster. So this is going to be a true test of what Pat Riley is made of right here, to see exactly what we're going to do with this roster. Because right now we have no 2 guard, and we've lost some of that veteran leadership on this team to go along with that. We lose Joe Johnson. We lose Dwyane Wade. We better match Tyler Johnson now. Go ahead and match for Tyler Johnson.
No, I'm still holding out my hope until he signed on the.
Tyler Johnson, as a starting 2 guard, if he's healthy, can get us 17 a game. He's a decent 2 guard. So he's better than anything else that's on the market right now. So I definitely think we should match for Tyler Johnson, and don't let Tyler Johnson go to the Nets. So let's go ahead and match for Tyler Johnson. Keep Tyler Johnson here as a Miami Heat player. That way we'll have, unless we can get in that sweepstakes and trade and bring Westbrook here. That will be another option. Westbrook with Whiteside and Bosh is pretty good building blocks. But yeah, Dwyane Wade is out of here, folks. Heat fans, we have now it's just time to rebuild. We have our 2017 first round pick. If that means that we have to start from the draft again, then that's something that we're gonna have to do. We've done decently well in the draft. Remember, Dwyane Wade was a first round draft pick. So yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, let me know what you guys feel, man. Let's get into this comment section. I'm gonna dive into this comment section. So what's next for us? Try to trade for a superstar, all-star player, or just going young. We've got some building blocks. We've got Chris Bosh if he's healthy. We've got Whiteside. We've got Justice Winslow. We got Josh Richardson. We've got Dragic still there. Pat lost his damn mind, letting Wade go. I don't think Pat let Dwyane go anywhere. I think they pitched the deal to him, and I think Dwyane felt like he wasn't the priority here in here in Miami, and now he is on his way to Chicago. You have to understand though, at the same time, Dwyane Wade is 34 years old. He was trying to get a third year out of any team that he was coming to, right? Paying Dwyane Wade $25 million at 37 years old is retarded. We saw this shit with Kobe Bryant. It's retarded. So, I mean, financially, money wise, this was a good move for Pat Riley and the organization. But from a team standpoint, from a leadership standpoint, from a superstar standpoint, it's a bad move for the Heat fans. So it works. It works both ways. What we're gonna have to do, I mean, we're gonna have to pull this thing back together and find a way to put ourselves into. I mean, unless I don't know what the NBA draft is gonna look like next year. I have no idea. I really wish. I wish like hell. I wish like hell. Ben Simmons was gonna be in next year's draft. Then I would say tank, baby, tank, 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 so we can get Ben Simmons here. Because that kid looks like he's gonna be a fucking beast. His size, the strength, looks like he's gonna be a beast. So, but I don't watch slave ball, so I don't know when, what's gonna happen as far as the draft next year. But we'll see. We'll see exactly how it works. We'll see what's gonna happen. But yeah, man, it's a frustrating time to be a Miami Heat fan right now, especially after the way that we exited the playoffs after losing to the Toronto Raptors, feeling like we were just a player away from going to the finals and challenging, going at least to the Eastern Finals and challenging the Cavs, to now being, on the outside looking in, because that's exactly what we are right now. We're on the outside looking in with no Dwyane Wade. Not to mention, it's the back end of free agency. A lot of other people have already signed places. So, I mean, the best we can do at this point is retain our own match for Tyler Johnson. And we'll probably end up starting Tyler Johnson. This also means that Udonis Haslem is probably on his way gone, too. I wouldn't be surprised if Udonis Haslem ends up on another team or in Chicago with Dwyane Wade as well. So, oh, man. What a day. It's a doozy of a day. And the thing is that Chicago even missed its meeting with Dwyane Wade. Chicago was supposed to have a meeting with Dwyane Wade. And it's so late in the free agency, we can't even sign someone useful. Nope. I just was talking about that. Bro, I'm ready for the rebuilding. I was expecting to go far next. I'm not ready for rebuilding. Well, if you look at it, though, it's not a complete rebuild because we do have Whiteside. We do have Bosch. We do have Winslow. So it's not going to be like a tear completely down like Chicago's done, where they got rid of Noah, Rose. They got rid of gutted the entire roster and started over. So I mean, we're missing a piece, a big piece now. I mean, if Bosch is healthy, then we just have to we've got a couple other pieces that we need to put with him, and we could still be, there. Whereas Chicago, man, them boys is now their roster's starting to look decent. But before, I was like, holy shit, what the fuck Chicago gonna do? They don't got nobody. And then all of a sudden you look up and they get Rajon Rondo, they get now they got Dwyane Wade. They should have kept Noah. If they would have kept Noah, Joakim Noah, they would have been a decent team right now. Or Paul. They let Paul Gasol go. They let Joakim Noah go. Like, they gutted the roster, and now they're
people stealing your stuff and sharing it on Facebook,
building their stuff up. Anyway, man, who's stealing my stuff? What? I don't know. I think we should match TJ right now. If you look at the current list of free agents. Let's see. Let's see. I forget who else is left. J.R. Smith is still left. Jared Sullinger still. Well, let's see. Manu Ginobili still left. Trying to see who else is still. Lance Stevenson, Dion Waiters. Let's see. Raymond Felton, Mario Chalmers, Randy Foye. Who else? Kevin Martin. Jacob is having an affair with Alexa. Oh! He promised to get therapy that he would stop. Shane Larkin, Marcus Thornton. There's not a lot left. Not a lot left at all. So Garrett Temple's already gone. There's not a lot left. So I think that out of all of these guys, our best option is to go ahead and bring back the guy that we already have, Razor Dark Spear. If you don't like what we're doing on this channel, get the fuck off. Ray will sign with, Ray Allen is probably going to sign with the Golden State Warriors. Crazy. Anyway, man, that's the end of this video. Let me know what you feel. This weekend, of course, we have UFC 200, which we will cover right here on the channel. And I will talk to you guys next time. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace.